Hello, my name is Pop. I am making a video tutorial for YouTube about Ubuntu basics, and in this tutorial I am going to give an orientation to Ubuntu for people who might be thinking about migrating over to this operating system from, say, perhaps an Apple Macintosh, or say perhaps Microsoft Windows, or maybe you've never used a computer at all. This is the main screen, and the little cartoon character there represents this latest version of Ubuntu, April of 2013. And in April of 2013, China, the country, decided to officially sanction Ubuntu as their main computer platform for everyone in the country. So it may be that Ubuntu will really take off. Right now it is in place number 3 in the United States, behind number 1, which is Microsoft Windows, and number 2, which is Apple Macintosh. And Ubuntu is actually a far distant third, and it is not used by a whole lot of people, but it is absolutely free, and it's a delightful, wonderful system, and I've been using it exclusively for about 5 years. Up in the top left here you will see a program that is incrementing, and this is Screencastor, and castor is the French word for beaver, and that is the icon up here in gray, a cartoon beaver. This is how I am recording this video. You can hear my voice through a microphone on a headset which is plugged in, and the program records both audio and video. I am going to demonstrate the main features of this program in not any specific order, and I may be hitting some points that you already know about, and then I may be ignoring other things, so I apologize for that. Across the top here, this strip is called a panel, and the first thing on it as I go from left to right is this little cartoon character. That's a program that is running right now. Right here I have got Dropbox, which is a cloud storage facility, and I've got 5 gigabytes, and I can send things to the cloud from this computer and then later access all that information, pictures, videos, files, on my phone, which is an Android phone. Android phones use Linux also, and it's in fact the same kernel, the same internal main program as Ubuntu uses. Over here, this is Ubuntu One, another cloud, 5 gigabytes also, and there are several similar such ones. Microsoft has one, Apple has one, and many other people are offering them. You can also make your own cloud at your house and use it for personal storage, and you could be away, thousands of miles away, and access your cloud from your telephone. Over here, this is my mail program, Thunderbird Mail. I can read, write, and get alerts. This is my home internet. This is my microphone setting, so let me show you where my microphone is right here. I am opening this up, and excuse me, here is the output. I will be able to hear only in my headset because this USB microphone is plugged into the side of the computer. If I play music, it won't play through the computer speakers. If I tapped up here, it would play through the computer speakers, but here only the headset. The input is my microphone on the headset, and I've got it turned up a little bit so you can hear my voice a bit better. As I go up here, this is a really good calendar, and you can save information on a diary and such, and I have the time going. On the far right, if I tap right here, it tells about this computer, and it tells about this program on the computer. And the first thing that it tells me is the how much memory, what kind of processor, and so forth, but mostly it's telling me that I'm using Ubuntu 13.04. Every 6 months Ubuntu comes out with a new version, so the next one will be 13.10 in October, and in 14.14 it will be available, 14.10 I think, or 14.4, it will come out on a telephone, and when it comes out on a telephone, supposedly the entire business will be on your phone, and you will not need a laptop anymore. You will not need a tablet anymore. You will carry your phone around, and when you want to use a computer, you plug your phone into a big screen TV, And that's it. That's your whole computer. I'm going to close this, and I'll open this up some more, and I'm going to go to System Settings. These are more or less set it and forget it, but you can alter anything you want to. How many monitors have you got? What kind of microphone? What kind of printer? And mostly, for the most part, all of this is automatically set up when you install Ubuntu, but sometimes you want to tweak the settings and so forth. On the left, there is a Unity strip, and I have set it up so that it automatically hides. And when I move my cursor over there, it opens up. But other than that, it's out of the way. At the very bottom, you've got a trash can. The paradigm used in the computer industry is that you throw your junk away in a trash can, but it's still in your house. And then when the garbage truck comes, it takes the trash away and permanently deletes it. But while it's still in the trash can, if you change your mind, you can go through there and retrieve anything. It's a two-step process, kind of a nice safety feature. As I go up here, you can see this icon has a 1 terabyte hard disk, and that is plugged into the side of my computer. You can plug in small USB devices, anything. I'm going to unplug it now, and you'll see it vanishes. This is my hard disk, but it's a portion of my hard disk that I am not using. When I installed Ubuntu, it asked me, do you want to use the whole hard disk, or do you want to leave Windows on half of it, or what would you like to do? And I said, well, I don't even have Windows, but put about, I don't know, half of the hard disk on it, so I could use that other half for something else later. I'm going to skip this for a second. I'm going to skip this for a second. All this is just the screen. So if I tap on it, nothing happens because I'm looking at the screen. These two are significant. These are your main deals right here. If I hit Files right here, you will see a list of files and folders. The folders look like manila folders, and then if you tap on the manila folders, it'll open up, and then you'll see the files inside that folders. Well, if I right-click, it shows all the different ones, and that's kind of nice. You can go to anything you want to. Let me just go, I don't know, just tap on something. And when I tap on this, you see it went right from the main folder to the folder inside the main folder, and then there's a folder inside of that folder, and then I can tap on one of these and it'll go into that folder. That's called drilling down. And you can put as many folders inside of a folder as you want to. Well, I want to open up something. Let me just open up something, and I'm going to pop this open, and I'm going to open up a word processor. The word processor file is associated with this, and I've got a problem here, you see. In Ubuntu, when you have something that has crashed, it automatically recovers it. And boy, is that nice. Now, I'm going to show you what's going on with this. It's off the screen. Well, my gracious, I'll have to go here, and you see it's in the wrong place, and I'm going to start the recovery, and I say go ahead, finish, and I'm recovering a file that was broken. You have to get used to repairing things with Ubuntu. And when you have things that are broken, you can fix it yourself. You do not need to go get a guy and spend money. Whereas if you get an Apple Macintosh, or if you get a Microsoft Windows, you'll always be going down to the store, and those people charge you a lot of money to fix this and that and this and that. With Ubuntu, it repairs itself, or you can fix it yourself. Now I've got a word processor file up right here, and there's a navigator, and when I hit F5, the navigator vanishes. And now, if I hit F5 again, there's the navigator. Well, it's in the way. I don't like it there, so I'm going to go Shift, Control, Alt, right arrow, and I just moved it. It's over there now. So now I'm going to go to my workplace thing. Oh, I've got to get it out of here. There it is. So I hit enter, but if I want to go over to the another quadrant, I can go here, and do it like that. But I can just do it with keyboard clicks too. I can go Control Alt right arrow, left arrow, sort of like that. Up arrow. And it's very easy after you learn your way around how to use this program. You can use it faster than any other program that I have ever seen. True, you have to memorize all this stuff, and after you memorize this stuff it becomes second nature to you. It's like learning how to ride a bicycle. This icon right here shows all of the applications, all of the files and folders, all of the music, everything that's on your computer in icon form. Remember, this one showed it in text form. But this is what you will be using to launch programs. So you can just type in a couple of letters, UB, this is the Ubuntu Software Center, and I hit enter, and this is how you get every single program, and there's got to be 10,000 of them. You have to be connected to the internet. Any program that you've already got installed has a little green check mark next to it. If you want to install it, you just tap where it says install this program, and it will install the program. And some of them take 30 seconds and some of them take a minute, but you can read about a program. Like, I don't know what this one is, I'm just making it up here. More information, okay, and you can read about it, and there are reviews, and it says that there are 4 stars on it, so I guess everybody likes it. And then you go down here and read some reviews, and if you want to install it, you click right here and it installs in about 30 seconds. If you want to uninstall a program that you've already got, it'll say uninstall, and it removes it from your computer. If you've got a very small hard disk, you might watch what you are installing so that you don't use up the hard disk. And you can do this. It's very easy to do. I want to show a couple of other things about the computer. I have showed how you can use the workspace switcher to move around, and I have showed how you can show this desktop. This is an icon that you can remove if you want to. You can remove any icon that's up here. If you install a program and are running a program, the icon for that program will be up in the Unity strip. For example, I'm going to open up this very simple text editor, and when I open the text editor, a blank file shows up. This is the simplest word processor that there is, and see, it's right here. It's up there because I'm using it. And if I right click it, it says lock to launcher. If I lock it to the launcher, and if I close this, it's still up there. And then you see it's easier now for me to get to this program that I use frequently by just tapping it, and it opens up. So you can add any frequently used program to this Unity strip that you want to. And if you want to, you can tap on this again and say unlock from launcher, and then that way it's gone. And then the next time you use it, you have to come up here and get it this way. So you can have stuff up on your launcher or not on your launcher, depending on your personal preference. This is a very, very good operating system. It's a very good set of software. I recommend it with all my heart and soul. It is not perfect. There are lots of times when it does not work well. You will be frustrated. If you don't like being frustrated, I suggest that you don't use computers at all. I mean, it gets right down to that. Think about it this way. Years ago, our grandfathers had the first automobiles available, and they were the Ford Model T. And every time you got in that car, it had a flat tire. Every other time you got in that car, it wouldn't start. For every hour you spent driving that car, you must have perhaps spent 15 minutes tinkering with it, repairing it, preparing it for running. And we are sort of in the Model T stage of computers right now. We're getting I don't know, a little bit past that, I suppose. The people who are enthusiastic about using computers, the people who like to goof with computers, they of course are a different sort of person. The average person doesn't want to repair his car every time he drives it. He doesn't want to fix a flat tire. He doesn't want to tune it up. And that's where we are with computers. You still have to do these things. And in a few years it'll become easier and easier and easier to use, and you won't think twice about it. You'll get in it, turn the key, and it starts and you drive away. Right now though, there's a little bit of tinkering. I think Ubuntu is on the right path. I think that they are going to come out with increasingly easier to use computers that is completely open. Linux is a subset of Unix. Unix was invented by Bell Labs in Holmdel, New Jersey in the 60s. And Unix is an operating system that everybody looked at its inception and said, 10 years from now this is going to really be big. And they said that in the 60s. They said in the 70s, 10 years from now this is really going to be big. And in the 80s they said, 10, and it went on and on and on. It reminds me very much of atomic fusion power plants. We have fission, and it works, but it's very dirty. But fusion power plants are sort of a holy grail that everybody is looking at in the future. And they always are saying, fusion power plants are going to be big 10 years from now. And they said that in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, in 2000, in 2010. And we've just never really gotten there. However, with a computer program, with Unix, with Linux, we are darn near almost there. And I invite you to use Ubuntu. I think you will enjoy it. My name is Pop. I have, 175 videos on YouTube called Ubuntu Basics, and I thank you very, very much.